Welcome back, fellow vinyl aficionados. This is Racers Vinyl Fast 5, Episode 8. Again, thanks everybody for checking back in with the latest installment of the Fast 5. For those that this may be the first time they're watching, a quick how it works is I take 5 albums, I try and find one thing that ties them all together, and you get to figure it out if you choose to. If you don't, if you just want to watch, party on, Wayne, because we're here to have fun. That's what this channel's for, and that's what YouTube should be for, is fun, right? So the last one that I did, I put it out there. I needed someone to pick a number between 1 and 48 and then 1 and 30, I think I said. I can't remember exactly, but it's going to be that. So 1 and 48 and 1 and 30. And Brian from Embryonic Robot, and there's this channel over there, but I'll put a link in the description. I don't know why people do that. Everybody knows it's down there. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description to his page as well. And this time I did point over there because his page is over there on the monitor. But so I had somebody, and Brian just happened to be the first one to put the numbers down, pick a number between 1 and 48 and 1 and 30. What that signifies, or what that's for, is I have got 48 different bins like that with records in them, and they all hold, well, at least 30 anyway. They all have at least 30 in them. So with that said, Brian's choice was 45-2. And what that happened to be, so you pick the numbers, and then I take that album, and then I try and make my little Fast 5 out of it. Other than that, I pick the subject, and it's in my brain. And this is still going to be in my brain, but you help to pick. Anyway, here we go. So the 45th bin, album number 2, happens to be Wes Montgomery, A Day in the Life. And I think I just said West, but that's not what I meant. I meant Wes Montgomery. I just added an extra T for terrific. A Day in the Life, Wes is a jazz, probably just jazz, blues-ish, maybe a little bit guitar player. A very good one at it. And this is his take on some classics, including A Day in the Life by the Beatles, as well as, what else is on here? I thought I saw, Eleanor Rigby is on here as well. So there's a couple of covers on here, and then there's some other stuff as well. There is lots of great write-up on here. Also, you'll note, on the piano, some kid called Herbie Hancock is on there. So there you go. And I know you can't see any of that, but trust me, if you go and look up Wes Montgomery, A Day in the Life, that will be on there. So there is the front cover. There is the back cover. There is Wes himself. Already showed you the inside, and A Day in the Life. There you go, is the album cover. So again, if this is your first time, it could be something to do with the name of the album. It could be something to do with the artist. It could be one of the songs on the albums. It could be a lot of different things. So if you like, let's see if you can figure it out. Okay, up next is Joe Jackson, Body and Soul. Not the biggest Joe Jackson album, It's not Look Sharp, but still pretty decent Joe Jackson album. I can't remember exactly when this one came out, but I'm a fan, and it's an easy one to put into Discogs, because look at the size of that numbering. Thanks, Joe and company. Anyway, Joe Jackson, Body and Soul. There is the front. There is the back. Not a lot on the back. There is a little better shot of the front. So there you go. Joe Jackson, Body and Soul, number 2. Next up is Marianne Faithfull, Broken English. Arguably her biggest album, but that's arguably, I suppose. It has the Ballad of Lucy Jordan on it, arguably her biggest song. But so there you go. A little Marianne Faithfull. There is the front of the album cover. There is the back of the album. And, of course, Broken English is the name of the album, and Marianne Faithfull is the artist. All right, 2 to go in Racers Vinyl Fast 5. These guys you might have heard of. the last album by the original iteration of Van Halen before Dave thought, I should probably go out on my own. I'll be okay. Anyway, this is, of course, 1984, probably their biggest album, although that is arguable as well. They were pretty consistent all the way through. A couple of mediocres, but for the most part, pretty solid. And I'm hoping, I think this will play before Christmas. No, this will be after Christmas. I'm hoping I got the box set of the Sammy Hagar years, because there's a couple in there that I need. Anyway, my wife watches these. Van Halen, 1984. There's the front cover. There's the back cover. And it is Van Halen, 1984. And last up in the final five, or the final vinyl Fast Five, no edits, is Young Americans by one Mr. David Bowie. And yeah, what do you need to say about Dave? Not a whole heck of a lot. What's on here? Of course, Young Americans, lots of other stuff on here. But it is, yeah, Young Americans, David Bowie. So there's the front cover. There's the back cover. And David Bowie, Young Americans. Okay, so again, the front, the back. There you go. Van Halen, 1984, the front, the back. It may not be the album cover. It might be. It might be a song on the albums. Could be producer. It's not, but it could be. Anyway, Marianne Faithfull, Broken English, the front, the back. Joe Jackson, Stepping Out. Wait, no, that's not it. Body and Soul, the front, the back. And again, look at the size of that number. That's awesome for putting it into Discogs. And where it all started, Bin 45, album number 2, Wes Montgomery, A Day in the Life. So there you go. There are the 5 albums. There's the back. And one more time, there's the front. There's the 5 albums. What do they have in common? Leave me a comment in the comment section. Of course, that's where you leave comments. And then if you would like to as well, again, a number between 1 and 48, and then a second number between 1 and 30. And for a future Fast Five, I will take those numbers, I will look for what album that is, and I'll try and make it out of that. So, again, thanks very much. Like, subscribe, do all those YouTubey things. Appreciate you watching. This is Bin 45, album number 2 in Racer Records collection, and this is the start of what was today's vinyl Fast Five. Thanks for watching.